But love often becomes twisted. So you tell somebody that you love them, but you're asking them to do something. You're telling somebody that you love them, but in the back of your mind, you're going, yeah, but I really wish you would do things different. Telling somebody that you love them, but in your heart, there's somebody that you love even more. Telling somebody you love them when you don't really even feel the word. You're saying it, but there's no real feeling there. Isn't that dishonest? Isn't that dishonest? Telling somebody because they expect to hear it. How often has somebody said, I love you, and I better repeat this back to them. I love you too. But there's nothing really there. Love gone dark is one of the biggest leading reasons for suicide. Not just true lovers like this, but teenagers, for instance. What do they want? They want love. They want love and acceptance. So there's a high, particularly at that age, right after puberty, they really need real love, real listening, real compassion. So love is one of the biggest reasons for suicide and for murder. For murder. Because the thinking is that if I can't have this person, nobody can. Ooh, there's been some black magic, some dark magic. So love does strange things, very, very strange things to people. Love, one of the biggest reasons that people go crazy in the brain. Yes. Lack of love, actually. They didn't get love when they were young or in a past life or whenever. No love. When somebody doesn't have love, they do tend to put too much in the mind. And then the mind gets twisted and disoriented. It tries to search for love, but in very dysfunctional, very odd ways. Love gone wrong has it so that people will steal energy, feed off of others, and all the time saying, do you love me? Do you love me? You know, I love you, but this energy feeding going on all the time.
I abused the love that others had for me.
You abuse love. How?
Many, many ways.
Many ways, and you smile when you say that. Yes. Yeah.
It was sensual.
Sensual? Yeah. Good. Why did you do that?
Oh, that's hard.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I was blocked. I didn't feel in my life.
And let me state that you did it because A, you could. You knew how to. It was a talent in a way. To work their energy, to manipulate their energy. B, it was feeding. And that's how, up until not so long ago, you got energy. You got that vampire fix by feeding. And 3, it felt good. Part of the feeding process. It feels good until you get hungry again. And then you have to go out and get more. But you're a pro at energy manipulation.
I'm done with that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but you're all pros at that. You've learned it. You've been trained. You're experts at it. But the interesting thing is now, yes, you are done with it, but now you've learned how to work energies with others. You've learned how to twist love. And now we're going to go inside you. You're going to go inside you for that spiral that comes back into itself. And if you're bringing manipulation, if you're bringing just feeding, things are going to collide. It's going to be difficult. And unless we address them and allow those energies to resolve, you're going to have some very rough experiences. I'm probably going to run out of here saying Adamus is crazy. Go back to feeding. Not you, but everyone. So thank you. Good one. By the way, they've equally done it to you. As Tobias said in sexual energies class, every victim is an abuser. Every abuser is a victim. Yeah. So take a deep breath. Let that one go. It's not you anymore at all. So what are some of the dark sides of love that you've experienced? Let's start in this lifetime.
I always felt like I was choosing people that would take me on a swim at the bottom of the swamp to really experience the dark, dark, dark side of life.
Why not? A swim at the bottom of the pond, very graphic. Why didn't you go to the top of the pond? Why didn't you get out of the pond?
I think that I was challenging myself to bring the light of love to the bottom of the pond.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Macchio.
I'm just guessing, but some traumatic
rent is
experience. I don't know. It's maybe some traumatic experience in the past. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Because every time I got out of one of those shit relationships, I said never again, and it would happen worse.
An amazing creator.
Not now.
Why is that?
What's the question?
What compelling force was there that was causing you to go from bad relationship to bad relationship, that caused you to hang around at the bottom of this murky, muddy, infested pond? What is it right now in your life? That's really the utmost thing. It seems right there, but it's eluding you.
True love for myself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That easy. True love for yourself. So a feeling of no worth. A feeling that you're always bringing the cloud into the room.
Yeah, the unworthiness. I can relate to that.
Good. Let's just say that a while back, another lifetime, something went wrong, and people were hurt because of it. You took personal responsibility for it and have hung on to that ever since. What actually happened isn't that important. The reality is it actually wasn't even you that did it. It was some aspect of your soul, another lifetime. My dear friends, in this lifetime, you are resolving the issues of love for your own soul, you see.
Can I just release whatever? Can I just release it right now?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, good. Why don't you come on up here?
Okay.
Good. Sure, have a seat. Good. So I'm going to ask everybody here to send you to breathe unconditional love to you. Unconditional open love. No obligation. You don't have to give anything back. You don't even have to thank them. No merci. Just receive it. Meet each one in the eye as you do this. And Shaumbra, please take a deep breath. Just unconditional love. No agenda, no healing on it. Just love. What was that love experience, that pure original love experience for another human? Take a deep breath and receive. Drink it in. Breathe it in. Meet their eyes. Good. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Do you feel you could really receive?
Like 5 centimeters under the surface, and there's still
Yes,
a lot more that
Good.
I would want to open up to.
Good. But only being able to just have a taste, not to really bring it in. Breathing a little bit shallow, a little bit wondering if this is real, a little bit of, a lot of doubt, but receiving some. So let's do it again this time, but close your eyes. Close your eyes. Now take a deep breath. And Shaumbra, just Breathe in a good dose of love, pure love, acceptance, compassion, joy in this moment. Now, really breathe it in, down to your feet and legs. I want to see your belly moving in and out. Breathe down into your toes, down, down, down. Down to the bottom of this deep pond. Down to the depths. Down where no light or love has been in a long time. Down where this lack of self-worth has existed. Deep down. Down where there's the hurt and the pain. The wounds of love itself. Inviting this light all the way through. All the way in. There's nothing you need to do right now except to receive this. Not just from the group here, but from yourself. From yourself, that way down in there. Take a deep breath.
I'm frustrated. I don't know if I'm doing it right.
See, there's that mind getting in the way. The only question is, do you want it?
Yes.
Good. That's all that matters. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just a matter of accepting it. And you take a deep breath, a really good deep breath. Like really snort it in. Yeah. And you just choose it. That's it.
I do. I choose it.
That's it. No, that's it. That's all you need to say. Good. That's it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daniela, for the beautiful example, because there's a degree of that in everyone here. You've had experiences of love that have ultimately caused you to lose your self-worth. Definitely would have made it difficult in the next day to face self-love.
Betrayal.
Betrayal. Yes, that's a big one, being betrayed. There's an obvious one here. For many of you, your parents. For many of you, saying, I love you, boom. I love you, therefore I'm going to punish you. I love you, so therefore I'm going to restrict the things you want to do. I love you, so therefore I have to spank or beat you. Even going so far with some of them claiming in the name of love, claiming that they loved you, but then doing very twisted things, stealing energy from you, putting you in situations that were not necessarily safe for you, playing mind games on you, your own parents. All this time claiming to love you and also telling you how you were a mistake, how they really hadn't planned to bring you in through birth, telling you that you're the reason for a lot of the problems in the family. That's love? Well, they claimed it was, and you heard that through your human ears, and it goes very, very deep. Very deep. What else?
Abandonment.
Abandonment, yes.
Yeah.
What happened?
Being left many times.
Yeah. By whom?
Boyfriends.
Boyfriends?
Father.
Father? What happened to your father?
I didn't meet his expectations.
Yeah.
Didn't want to. Would not
Yeah.
meet them.
Exactly.
And so I was very angry at him.
Yes. And carried over into other relationships.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yes. Right now, do you still feel that sense of abandonment? Yes. And perhaps even abandoned by your own self?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you call out and ask for things, that they don't come about. When you pray to God, you get the busy signal. Definitely leads to that feeling of abandonment. Love was supposed to be this terrific thing, this recognition of spirit, first within another being and ultimately within yourself. But here you've been abandoned. Here you've been stepped on. You lose your self-worth. It's a little difficult in this process of enlightenment, in this process of self-love, to really do it with all of these other things going on. That's when people talk about enlightenment and seeking it and trying to achieve it. Not until you address the issue of love and love of yourself. Good. Any others?
I experienced sexual abuse
Yes.
with my father.
Yes.
Since this moment, it's like they killed me.
Yeah.
I was completely dead. No dignity for me. I feel completely insignificant.
Absolutely. In the case of physical abuse, particularly with a parent, there is the tremendous wound that happens. First of all, it literally drives the passion and the life force out of your now moment. It's put away somewhere else. Secondly, with that kind of betrayal of love, someone saying, I love you, and then doing something so insidious, it leaves a huge wound that's there. And the wound, you have felt and experienced the wound, but in a very interesting way, the wound of that experience and the wound of things that have happened in past lives is, in a way, a wound of the soul. So yes, how could you love yourself, using that term love? How could you love yourself if part of the memories of love are of this betrayal, of physical abuse, of someone in a place of authority and the respect doing something like that? It would lead one to believe that there's a possibility, if you loved yourself, perhaps it would be the same twisted way. If your soul loved you, what if you were to discover the soul did that same type of thing? So it's almost easier to stay closed up, to find what's a limited but somewhat safe little consciousness to live in, so that you don't have to face some of the horrors of love, some of the darknesses of love. So before, my dear friends, before we can consciously realize that state of enlightenment, it's important to address love. These are wounds of love. These are what you've experienced. Now, as I said, recognize them. You don't have to process them. Don't have to process them. Processing actually exaggerates the issue. It's just about recognizing them. Say, I had a lot of experiences with love. You realize that it was just an experience. This isn't the kind of love that you want to give yourself. There are other forms of love that you've had, but not what you want to give yourself. Every experience you had helped give you depth and meaning to love. Every hurt that you had, every wound that you had, actually can be healed, transformed. Take a deep breath and realize that all of these experiences of love have allowed you to grow and expand. You've gone to the bottom and to the top. And the question is now, what love will you give to yourself? What love will you give to you? feel into that.